guys, how's it going? It's Sammy GFC here. So basically in this video, I'll be doing the most valuable player from each club, and yeah. So I'd like to give a couple shout outs to the people that helped me in this video to get this video idea. So first shout out goes to Cardman22, links in the description.
Yeah, go subscribe to Cardman because he posts really good AFL videos. And he's a good mate of mine, so yeah.
Second shout out goes to Lockie Kerr.
Yeah, go subscribe to Lockie because he posts NBA videos and AFL beat drops videos, so yeah.
Third shout out goes to the Isaac Show.
Ripper of a bloke, great YouTuber, really underrated and really good YouTuber, so yeah, go sub.
All of them links in the description. Fourth goes to Mitchell.
Of course, I had to use Mitchell because he's a close mate of mine and ripper of a bloke.
You've seen him on the channel, and I'll put his Instagram link down below. And the last one goes to Jensen, aka Jensen.
No.
Who I had beef with, but yeah, that stopped. But yeah, let's get into the video. So the first player that we're gonna do is Dylan Grimes, who plays for Richmond in the AFL. He plays for Richmond. He's a key backman for the Tigers. Really good player, and yeah, he's one of Richmond's most valuable player, except like Dusty and people like that. So yeah. So the next most valuable player is Jeremy McGovern. He plays for the West Coast Eagles, not the Western Bulldogs. I nearly said that, but yeah, he plays for the West Coast Eagles. Really good player, key backman, and he is very good. One of my favorite players from West Coast, and I like him a lot. So yeah. That's why he's very important. And he's a one-time premiership player and a really good leader for West Coast. Oh yeah, so the next one is Brodie Grundy. The reason why Brodie Grundy is probably the most valuable player for the Magpies because he's a really good leader, really good ruckman, does really good in the midfield. Even up forward, he does really good. And yeah, he played in a couple grand finals. One of the best players in the final series last year. And yeah, and he's a really good player. So Brodie Grundy, you're in the MVPs. Come on, mate. Well done. So the next one is Charlie Cameron. I'm sorry if I'm recording in the dark. It's because it's like 3 in the morning. So yeah, he's 25 years old. Plays for the Brisbane Lions. Really good forward. Really good leader. He looks like 40 years old. I'm not even lying. But he's a really good player. Really, really good. Really skillful. You can never be too skillful. I'm telling you that. But yeah, he's a really good player. Deserves a All-Australian jacket because he's work rate, his forward efforts, his midfield efforts, even when he's playing, he's an absolute star. And in the March series, he played amazing. Kicked 5 goals against Carlton, which was really good. Even I can't kick 5 goals. I kicked like 2 in a game. Wow, yeah, I'm that trash. But yeah, but he's a really good player, and yeah. So the next one is Nat Fyfe, 2-time Brownlow medalist, 1-time played in a grand final back in 2013 when Fremantle got absolutely pumped by Hawthorn. Buddy was amazing that year. I think that was the year he kicked 100 goals, I don't know. I don't know, honestly. But yeah. Fyfe is a really good player. When Essendon played Freo on Saturday, when we won by 1 goal, yes, 1 goal, He was an absolute star, absolute gun. I think he kicked maybe one goal, if I'm not mistaken. Um, he played on Stringer for the whole second half. Stringer absolutely killed him. Like, he literally killed him. Stringer kicked a goal from about 50, 55, maybe. I don't know. And yeah, he played some really good football last year. As I said, won the Brownlow medal again. Maybe Lockie Neal wins it this year. Maybe Paddy Cripps. Because Paddy Cripps got robbed last year. So hopefully he can win it this year. And yeah. So we're doing Dylan Shield now. He played for the Giants before he came to Essendon. He played for Essendon for 1 year. He's an absolute star. Even though I've got a thing of Anthony McDonald and Woody there. Yeah, but he is so good that he is one of the best players that I've seen at Essendon. Even though we've lost by 100 points, we've lost by 59, which I was at both games. Go watch that on my channel if you haven't already. Yeah, they are really good, and Dylan Shield, he's a gun. He played some really good football in the Marsh series. Played well against Fremantle. I think he kicked 2 goals and he missed like 2, maybe, I don't know. But he played some really good football last year and this year, even though we're only 1 round. And yeah, he is a really good player. I think he played on like Paddy Cripps when we played Carlton. I don't know. Don't test me on that. But I think he did. But he played some really good football last year. And for the Giants, even though he could have played at the Giants for maybe this year, well, last year, and then probably made him better in the premiership team, but he was like, no, leave me alone. I'm going to go to Essendon because he's an absolute legend. And whoever follows Essendon, you guys are mad. You guys are absolute legends. But yeah, as you know, I hate Collingwood. I hate their fans. They are so rude. And yeah, so Dylan Shield, you're a gun, and up the Bombers. Come on. So the next one we're doing is Patrick Cripps. Patrick Cripps, he came second in the Brownlow, maybe third. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, he played some really good football last year. I went to one Carlton game. I think he kicked 4 goals and got like 30 disposals or something. And I was like, geez, wow. He played some great footy that day. And the Blues, they're not a top 8 team, but they're around maybe 9th, 10th, maybe 11th if they're lucky. But they think David Teague and Paddy Cripps and maybe Jack Martin will save them. Probably not though, but... And yeah, he played some really good football. He came 3rd in the Brownlow, which is really impressive. Even though I think he played from like 2016, if I can remember. I don't know because I don't support Carlton. Well, I support them, but they're not my favourite club because my favourite club are the Bombers, and yeah. And yeah, Paddy Cripps, he's an absolute star. They're pretty much saying, oh, he's going to win the Brownlow. It's out of him or Tim Kelly because Fife won it last year. And Fife is a really good player. And yeah. Yeah, so guys, currently I'm filming this video 4:45 in the morning. Yeah, so the next one that I'm going to do is Ben Long. Ben Long, he is a player for St Kilda, number 21. Good player, defender. He played on a lot of Essendon players because he plays for St Kilda. And I've met him a couple times. He comes to my football club with St Kilda. Who else? He played some great football last year. And he's a really good player, and I like him a lot. Not in that way because I'm not gay, but yeah, he's a really good player, and yeah. So the next one is Marcus Bontempelli, who plays for the Bulldogs. Really good midfielder. He played on Friday night against the Magpies, which they lost by I don't know how much. And he was on the cover for AFL Evolution when the first game come out, because the next game next month. But yeah, I can't wait. And he's won a premiership. Hasn't won a Brownlow yet. I think he has. I don't know. He's a really good player. He was one of the players that I predicted he's going to win the Brownlow this year, out of Tim Kelly and other players like that who are superstars of the game. And yeah, he's played some really good football. He played when we lost by 120 points or 103 points at Marvel Stadium, which I'm not going to do again against the Bulldogs, because I think it's the Bulldogs and Port Adelaide where I have bad luck and we lose by like, I don't know, 100 points. Because we lost against
Port Adelaide
by 59 the week before, and then we lost by the Bulldogs by over 100 points. And then yeah, I think he got maybe 20 something disposals, killed us in the midfield. I don't know what the midfielder was doing. I legit was going to leave, but I had to stay till the last quarter, and I couldn't give a shit about the game. I was legit on my iPad, bloody chilling and editing, because it was just a shit show, and I'm never going to watch Essendon v Bulldogs ever again. Like, I'm not ever. Even if I get tickets, I'm not going, because I know we're going to lose. So, yeah, Marcus Bontempelli, he's a really good player, and I like him a lot, and he's going to win the Brownlow in the next 2 years. I'm telling you now. So the next one that I'm going to do is Ben Brown. He kicked 10 goals. I think he was going to be the Coleman medalist, but Jeremy Cameron took it out of his hands, and he was like, yeah, so he kicked 10 goals against Port Adelaide at Marvel Stadium, which was a really good game, and he kicked 10 goals, and then he was leading and for the Coleman, and then Cameron took it out of his hands, and he was like, nah, that's my mate. But yeah, but Brown, he played really good against Essendon when he took that mark on Hurley, which it got pissed me off, because we were losing in the first quarter, I think. Yeah, we were losing, and I got really pissed off, and I cracked it. But yeah, Tibbs is an absolute goat. I have him on a calendar, which you see in pretty much every video, and yeah. So the next one is James Sicily. To be honest, I don't know much about him. I don't watch Hawthorn games, but I've heard he's actually a really good player. I don't watch Hawthorn games, only when Essendon plays them. Pretty much I only watch Essendon games or Carlton games, and yeah, or Richmond games. It depends what's on. But I heard he's a really good player, and yeah. So the next most valuable player for Port Adelaide is Travis Boak, because he's a really good captain, really good midfielder, and he's been playing some really good football. He's a little inconsistent, but doesn't matter. He's still good. Good captain. He did pretty well last year, and yeah, that's why Travis Boak is a really good player, and probably the most valuable player for Port Adelaide. Yeah. Or maybe Robbie Gray. Depends who's on form. So, yeah. So, the next one is Max Gawn. Really good ruckman. He is really competitive. I like his competitiveness. He doesn't like Brodie Grundy, because Max Gawn hates him when he plays Collingwood. He really wants a All-Australian jacket again. He deserves an All-Australian. He played good last year. good starting this year, and he's a really good player, and I really like him, and he's very good. And also, watch Rip Through It. It's a podcast with Max Gorn on it, and it can help you with this video if you guys are stuck. And yeah. So the next two, because there are two of them. So the next two are the Crouch brothers. Both really good players for Adelaide. Probably will be on the list next year. Maybe the last two players at Adelaide. No, I'm joking, Crows fans. But yeah, Adelaide Crows, they're pretty much going downhill a little bit. And no one legit wants to play there. Even I wouldn't play there. Because, yeah. But Adelaide lose to Sydney by like 4 points or something. Something ridiculous. If Taylor Walker passed it off, he could have. They could have won, but the selfish prick had a shot and missed. So, yeah, that's why they lost. Plus, I don't like Adelaide. We beat them last year because Essendon are goats, and that's when Will Snelling kicked his first goal because he's a goat, and he actually played. He played for Port Adelaide in the Sandful, or whatever it's called. I don't know, the South Australian AFL League and WAFL, or whatever the hell it's called. And yeah, that's why the Crouch brothers are really good, and they play some really good football. They get a lot of possessions between them both. I think they're both competitive onto each other. But yeah, they are both really good players, and yeah. So the next one is the 2019 Common medalist, Jeremy Cameron. Jeremy Cameron, good player. Won the Coleman, as I said. Really good player. Pretty tall, to be honest with you. Really good centre half forward. Can kick goals pretty much from anywhere. There was a rumour that he was going to come to Essendon. He was linked to Essendon or Hawthorn, but it was just a rumour. I wish that happened. He'd come to Essendon because he's a goat and we need him for if Danaher leaves. But we've got Tom Cutler and Townsend. But I'd love to have Jeremy Cameron in the team. So, yeah. Yeah, so the next one is Ben King. He is a really good forward. He is related to Max King, who plays for St Kilda. Kicked his first goal, kicked two against North. They should have won that game, but they didn't, which was pretty sad because I tipped them, and I got 7 tips this round, which I'll take. First time tipping, and yeah, I get 7 out of 9. So yeah, Ben King, he's a really good tall player. He's pretty tall though. He's played, I don't know how much games, but he's tall. He can take great grabs, and yeah, he is also. He has a really weird kicking style, but it normally goes through. Normally, so yeah. So the next one is Patrick Dangerfield. Midfielder, and he played some alright footy last year. Probably not better than Tim Kelly. Tim Kelly was just too good for Geelong. Ablett wasn't too bad for Geelong. Danger, he was alright. He played not bad in the Marsh series. He played alright against the Bombers, but we were just too good in the end and we won, so I'll take that. But in the season, I didn't watch the Geelong game because I had stuff to do, aka I was playing Xbox with my cousin, right? And then yeah, we were just playing, and then Dangerfield played alright footy. I watched a little bit of it, but didn't watch too much of it. But yeah, he played some alright footy last year, and he's probably going to be a Brownlow medalist in the near future, or he might retire. You don't know that because he played for Adelaide, and then he moved to Geelong. So he might retire, or he might play for another few years and maybe win another Brownlow or Premiership or whatever. So yeah. Yeah, so the last one that I'm going to do, which is the last one that I'm going to do, yeah, I don't know why it looks like at the moment. So yeah, I'm going to do, I'm going to do Josh Kennedy. Not Josh Kennedy plays for the Eagles. Josh Kennedy plays for the Sydney Swans. I don't like him. He's an alright player. Played in the midfield. Alright player. It's just weird looking at me though. But he's a really good player. And he played alright against us. Only when we beat him. But we haven't beat him since round 16 at the MCG. Yeah, go watch that vlog if you haven't already. But yeah. And that's the end of the video so far. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and 1K on the way, baby. Let's go.